one side of the room, the fireplace, even though it's right there to look at and enjoy, it's 15 feet away. We couldn't feel the warmth of the fire if it was on. It wasn't on, but we sat there long enough to imagine it. And if the fire was on, we could see the flames, but they weren't close. Not what I would call cozy. And there's no way that we could sit on the sofa and enjoy the warmth of the fireplace. And we thought, you know what? That's a defect in this room. Why was that happening? Well, it just so happens in this case that the reason the sofa was so far away is that if it was any closer to the fireplace, it was blocking this path of travel, what I call a hallway, in between the bedroom areas and, the kitchen and the family room. In other words, an entire room has been turned into primarily an oversized hallway. And that ain't cool, right? And so once we started to realize, all right, this room's problem is that it's mostly a hallway, not really a room, that led us to another thing, which led us to another thing, and then we ended up realizing, okay, the combination of these three problems, that's what's wrong with this house. And then we knew exactly how to approach the fix. Are you following me on that? Okay, so sit somewhere else other than your favorite chair. Number 4, become aware of what you see and feel as you enter and move through and exit the space. That's what it required yesterday. I kept walking through the room from different angles. I'd walk into the room, I'd walk through the room, I would leave the room. Then I'd come back into the room. I just kept moving through it and asking myself, what am I feeling? What am I seeing? What am I experiencing when I'm here, when I'm there, and so on. Force yourself to reacquaint yourself with this thing that has become such a pattern in you that you don't really see it anymore. And yes, feel free to apply that lesson to your life relationships as well, because it all works. That's why I'm calling these design/life lessons. It's one thing to become house blind. It's something even worse to become spouse blind. So just don't do it. Keep it fresh. Force yourself to see that person that you live with from a fresh perspective. All right, I got more pearls for you, and we'll get back to them when we return. So glad you joined me this morning. You're home with Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer. Brian Baruman has the news.
Well, LA's presiding judge is delaying criminal trials and preliminary hearings because of a high number of jail inmates who are in COVID-19 quarantine. A 38-year-old man from Mexico has died in the custody of Border Patrol agents after they say he was caught climbing a fence into the U.S. near the Otay Mesa port of entry. And the investigator for the Orange County DA, who was fired, has gotten his job back after suing the county, claiming it was retaliation for uncovering corruption. And we've got to look at some trouble on the tube next.
All right, it's no secret. I talk about it all the time. As a home designer and a builder, when my clients need solar, there is only one company that I call. I call the guys at Sunlux. Why do I do that? Mostly because they don't waste my time or my clients' time with useless promos, gimmicks, high-pressure sales, stuff like that. They simply get to work doing the best solar design I know, using only cutting-edge equipment like LG and Tesla, power walls and panels. They have the best service, and to prove it, they have hands down the best warranty in the entire solar industry. And you know what? For a product that is going to be on your house for a quarter of a century or more, warranty is fairly important. Other companies always sound confident in their solar. Of course they do. But ask them what they're going to do if, for instance, the system doesn't produce the amount of energy at times that it's designed to. Here's what Sunlux will do. They will pay the difference in your electric bill, and they will tell you that in writing. Have you ever heard of a car company so confident in its mileage ratings that they pay your gas if it falls short? No, of course not. But that is the Sunlux difference. It's why I always say there are only two kinds of solar companies in Southern California: Sunlux and everybody else. So get solar, start saving money today at sunlux.com, sunlux.com. CSLB 1008374.
The new Staples Connect will change the way you think about Staples. Explore the world of possible with new small business services and innovative tools to work and learn from anywhere. Now open at 5665 West Wilshire, one block east of the La Brea Tar Pit. Learn more at staplesconnect.com/LA.
This report is sponsored by Driveway.com.
SoCal weather from KFI. There's a tsunami advisory along the coast this morning. The highest waves are expected to hit in just a few minutes before 8 o'clock. Avoid the beaches. This report brought to you by Staples Stores. And we've got some road work on the 2.
In Atwater Village, the 2 south transition to the 5 south is shut down until around 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's actually a little bit slow along the main line, approaching the interchange as well. In Long Beach, the 710 south connector to the 405 north shut down for emergency guardrail repair there for an earlier crash. And some minor delays along the main line there as well. And a new cone zone in Glendora, westbound 210 Sunflower to Grand. The right lane shut down until around 10 o'clock this morning. Slow coming off the 57. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Bucky.
Car shortages? What car shortage? Head to Driveway.com today to shop more than 25,000 new and used cars in Driveway's nationwide inventory. Driveway.com. That's Driveway.com.
Exergen would like you to know about an important study just released by the FDA. It confirms what the medical community has known all along. Non-contact thermometers are not accurate. The study also reports that they fail to meet FDA requirements for accuracy in labeling. With new strains of COVID on the rise, we can't afford to tolerate the rampant false temperature readings from non-contact thermometers. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. You need Exergen thermometers because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Are you looking to sell your home in 2022? Congratulations, that is a big deal. For most of us, it's the biggest deal of all. So let's make sure you get everything out of it that you can. Before you get ready to list, make sure you call the good folks at Revive. Revive's business is to maximize your home sale value. Now, how do they do that? By guiding you through market-critical upgrades before you sell. It's like flipping your own home, except Revive fronts the cost and guarantees the results. Yeah, you heard that right. No money out of pocket and a higher selling price. Guaranteed. You can list higher and sell faster in just a few short weeks. In fact, the average homeowner sees $160,000 in additional profit. This is a no-brainer, my friend. Revive has created an easy, stress-free way to maximize your greatest asset, your home. So, are you thinking about selling? Before you do anything, chat with a Revive advisor. To get started, visit iloverevive.com. iloverevive.com.
Angie's List is now Angie, and caring for your home just got easier. Whether you need help with routine maintenance or a dream remodel, Angie makes it easy to see reviews, compare quotes, and connect with top local pros who can get the job done right. Plus, you can see upfront pricing and instantly book hundreds of projects. No phone tap, just the work you need done at a time that works for you. Angie's got your to-do list covered from start to finish. Book your next home project today at Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
I'm Tom from the King Sock Company. At King 11, we've reimagined socks from the ground up because we make them in 11 individual sizes for men and 7 for women. Kane set the bar for how socks should fit and feel. They're the most comfortable socks you'll ever wear, and they're made right here in the USA. The moment you put them on, you know you're wearing something new and better. Once you try a pair of Kane 11s, you'll never go back to wearing socks in multi-size ranges again. Go to Kane11.com, use code RADIO, and save 20% off your first order. We always ship for free. Only available at Kane11.com.
IQ Air wants to give you the cleanest air possible, and the affordable Autumn series does just that.
The Autumn Desk is a revolutionary air purifier that transforms your workspace into personal clean air zones.
Unlike other air filtration systems that may take hours to purify the air, the Autumn Desk begins working immediately.
Put it right next to you while you work and create your own personal bubble of ultra-pure air.
This game-changing technology has been proven to remove 99% of all airborne pollutants.
Visit IQAir.com/US to learn more. Give them a call, 800-500-4AIR, 800-500-4247.
KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk.
KFI! Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer. Welcome home. I just took a sip of my coffee, and it's kind of lukewarm, Tina. Just sort of, it's cooling up. Signaling that we have come to the end of our time together. Here we are, all of a sudden, at the end of the show. Hey, thanks again for spending the morning with me. It's a privilege, as always. We've been talking about, something that feels for some people a little bit more ephemeral, house therapy, life lessons. But my goal is super, super practical. My goal when you come to transform your home is to really hit the nail on the head in terms of design. Now, none of these lessons this morning turn you into an uber creative designer. That's not the goal, okay? We're not saying that, oh yeah, do this and then you'll know exactly how to solve the problem. But I will tell you what really should be primarily your responsibility as a homeowner, and that is to identify the problem. And more specifically than just saying, I don't like my house, or this room is just, okay, I get that. That's the beginning of it. But hopefully these exercises, these lessons this morning help encourage you that it's time to get a little bit more in touch with rooms, spaces, so you can start figuring out why this house does not fit you like a glove. You don't have to have the answers, but to start identifying what the issues are. The biggest of which, we've been talking about for a bit now, which is your familiarity with your home makes you a bit house blind to it. And you got to keep it fresh and find new ways of seeing your house so you can start to identify the issues. Couple more lessons for you before we're done. Number 4, and this is really important when it comes to both relationships with other people and with your house. As you're starting to sense what's wrong with the house, acknowledge those feelings. Don't judge them. Acknowledge your feelings. Don't judge them. Don't put them in a category like, right, wrong, good, bad. Just start being aware of what you're feeling. Don't judge your house so harshly, okay? Just acknowledge the feelings that you're getting as you move through the house. And this dovetails into our last lesson, number 5 of the day, which is very simply, don't rush to fix it, okay? Again, this kind of curls back on lesson 2, which is that the most precious resource you have is time. Don't rush to fix it. Quick fixes usually miss the mark. In fact, I would say the majority of major stumbling blocks and problems we have with typical homes that we walk into for design consults come from, as did yesterday's that I've been sharing with you, comes from somebody else's quick fix in the past in which they did an add-on, an addition, or they tweaked something in the room, thinking, this house isn't working, we need more room in the house. And they just did a quick fix, and now sometimes quick fixes set the problem in stone. Not only do they not solve the problem, but they solidify it in a way that it's almost impossible to fix now. So, acknowledge the feelings that you have about your house, about a room, those feelings that it gives you when you sit in those different chairs, when you walk through it, when you see it from a new perspective. But don't rush to fix them. Just let them be there. Okay? Quick fixes hardly ever work. And by the way, it's not about fixing your house. It's really not. The goal of good design should be improving your house, not fixing it. Fixes, that's on the practical side of things, right? You got a leaky faucet, we're going to fix it. Boom. Faucet doesn't leak. You got a squeaky door, we're going to fix it. Boom. Door doesn't squeak. But the design of your home, don't think in terms of, we just got to fix this. Just like a relationship. You got to fix this relationship. It's not about fixing something that's broken. It's about finding the best way to live together. It's about home improvement. All right, there you go. This sets a foundation for you. Not to come up with a brilliant creative design to solve the problem, but to become aware of it. How your house is really treating you and how you're living inside it, so that you don't just throw tons of money at a thing hoping blindly that something is going to stick and solve a problem that you're not entirely aware of. Okay? It's a process. Not many people do it. Okay, admittedly, you may be sitting there this morning saying, I have never heard this stuff from a designer or an architect before. I've never heard this from a contract. I get it. I totally get it. And you know what? It is a rare thing for people to go through this process. I'll tell you what else is rare. Beautiful homes. Beautiful custom homes that fit their owners' lives like a glove are rare. And this is why. And so, you be the diamond in the rough. You be the outlier. You go to the extra work. Just like really great relationships, rare and precious. That's what I want for you. We've set the bar high. That's where we're going. All right. Tomorrow's show, by the way, we're going to talk about a very practical issue, but one that's often neglected in terms of doing your construction project, and that is how it bears on your neighbors. We're going to talk about being a good neighbor as you do your renovation tomorrow and the practical tools to get that done in the best way possible. Hey, Handle on the Law is up next. If you have any legal questions, the lines are open. The number to reach Bill, 800-520-1KFI. Whatever your plan is for the day, get out there, be open, be kind, and get busy building yourself a beautiful life. We'll see you tomorrow.
KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Not good enough. I'm Brian Bruman, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Americans are being encouraged to upgrade from cloth-based masks to surgical masks to have the most protection against the Omicron variant. The CDC says people should try to wear N95 or KN95 masks whenever possible because they filter out 95% of airborne particles.
The CDC saying that the more highly protective masks are important for Americans in high-risk settings and those at risk of severe disease.
ABC's Dave Packer says the CDC issued the updated guidance yesterday, but price gouging for the surgical masks may make it harder for some people to get them. More than 80% of all adult hospital beds in LA County are occupied, and health officials say they're concerned with maxing out bed space. County Health Director Barbara Ferrer says more than 4,200 patients are being treated for COVID-19, 600 of whom are in an ICU. Ferrer says almost all the patients being treated for the virus are unvaccinated. The health department says 68% of all people in LA County are fully vaccinated. President Biden says his infrastructure bill is helping with improvements across the nation.
This bipartisan infrastructure law I signed 2 months ago unites us around things we all depend on. Whether you're in rural Kentucky or downtown Philadelphia, you should be able to turn on a faucet and drink clean water.
Biden signed the infrastructure bill 2 months ago. He said the measure is modernizing highways, ports, airports, and old bridges. Biden says old water and sewer systems will be upgraded, and he said the $1 trillion infrastructure plan is creating good new jobs. A rail company is asking LA County DA George Gaston to help stop people from looting cargo trains.
Thousands of boxes can be seen on train tracks in the Lincoln Heights area from people tossing them out of containers. This man says he's seen people fighting over the boxes.
There's about 4 or 5 guys, so they're fighting over who gets what.
Union Pacific Railroad has sent a letter to LA County DA George Gaston urging him to rethink his policies. It says the alleged thieves are generally released back on the streets in less than 24 hours of being arrested. Blake Trolley, KFI News.
The recent rain and snow has helped California move out of the worst drought category. The U.S. Drought Monitor map that was released this week shows that there are no longer any parts of the state that are considered to be in an exceptional drought. About 45% of the state was in that category 3 months ago. Southern states are preparing for dangerous winter weather this weekend. States of emergency have been declared for Virginia, West Virginia, Georgia, and North and South Carolina. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp says emergency crews are ready to deal with the snow and ice.
We're mobilizing and prepared to deploy resources as needed to protect our state, but also be ready to assist neighboring states if needed.
Some states are expecting to get more than a foot of snow. Actor Charlie Sheen has settled a lawsuit with a woman who said Sheen had exposed her to HIV. The lawsuit was from 2017, where a woman said she found out Sheen was HIV positive by watching a TV interview. She said Sheen had never told her before they had sex. And an island resident has just turned 190 years old.
Slow and steady does in fact win the race. Well, if you're a tortoise named Jonathan. The reptile has now become the oldest tortoise ever. Officials award the record to Jonathan, who is believed to be at least 190 years old. Fun fact, he was at least 50 when he arrived on St. Helena Island in the Atlantic Ocean back in 1882. This is his second world record, as he also holds the record for the world's oldest living land animal. Officials say Jonathan is blind and can't smell, but he's in good spirits. Andrew Caravella, KFI News.
We're looking at a crash on the 10 in Calamasa.
That's heading eastbound just after Calamasa Boulevard. It's blocking the two left lanes, so your drive is jammed from County Line Road. Long Beach on the 710 southbound at the 405. There's the crash that has the transition to the 405 north closed off until about 10 a.m. today. Guardrail repairs are being done at the moment. And in Glendora on the 210 westbound in between Sunflower Avenue and Grand Avenue, a work zone there has the right lane closed off until 10 a.m. You'll see some stop-and-go traffic on the 57. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Pedro Moreno.
This portion of Handle on the Law is brought to you by Laguna Legal, affordable document and mediation services for Southern California.
How about starting the new year protecting your identity and personal information with Lifelock Identity Theft Protection? Lifelock alerts you to potential threats to your identity, and that's the holy grail of cyber criminals, getting your identity. Then the credit cards come, then the credit in your name, then bank accounts are at risk. And you can miss certain ID threats by just monitoring your credit. That's not enough. LifeLock sees more, much more, like notifying you if it finds your information for sale on the dark web. And if you do become a victim of ID theft, well, they know the steps it takes to help you resolve your case. More than 75% of identity theft victims who had accounts opened in their name didn't even find out about it from their bank or credit card company. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor every transaction in every business. But LifeLock, that's real protection. Save up to 25% off your first year. Call 800-LifeLock, promo code handle, or visit LifeLock.
Familiarize yourself with the 2011 Acura Rl. The elegantly designed 2011 Acura Rl refines comfort and luxury through a well-detailed interior and smooth yet powerful ride. A 3.7-liter V6 engine pairs with a sophisticated 6-speed automatic transmission, and for added security, dynamic stability control supplements the drivetrain. Acura perfected each and every component on the exterior surface. This vehicle achieves a sporty stance when viewed from all angles. Acura's keyless access system can lower windows, open the moonroof, and store your preferred seating position for added luxury. You can rely on ultra-bright xenon headlights to keep the roadway illuminated.
The well-appointed cabin prioritizes storage and convenience. You'll notice that the headroom and legroom make even the longest drives enjoyable. Acura prioritized comfort and style by including xenon high-intensity discharge lighting, full iPod integration, and seat memory. The available Acura navigation system features a new display and voice recognition with continuously updated traffic and weather information. The optional rear view camera helps you see what's behind you when reversing.
The Bose surround sound system plays through 10 well-crafted speakers and is powered by a 260-watt amplifier. The 2011 Acura RL, modernizing the full-size four-door with grace and precision.
I don't know.
Just don't know?
I don't know.
Waiting for Daddy and Mommy make a decision?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe can we try to go to Costco? Hey, Mom?
Yes, Daddy?
Can we go to Costco?
Yeah, we have to go to Costco. What do you plan to buy?
I think buy a pizza.
What do you want?
Costco pizza.
Costco pizza.
You want a slice or a whole?
A whole pizza. Hey, Jazz. AA. South. 4 hour on time traffic condition. So,
Sorry.